Hey pretty ladies, welcome back. Today we are starting in Iliana's room. She has a nice mound of clothes going here, and these are clean clothes. She does wash her own clothes, but she does struggle with putting them away, which is perfectly fine. She's only 12, so she's learning. She'll get there eventually, but she usually keeps her clothes in a bag, which I took them all out this morning because she was looking for a sweater that she couldn't find. And so I figured I'd just go in and fold them up for her real quick. It won't take me much time at all, and I'm pretty sure she'll appreciate that I am helping her out. She's extremely busy right now with her extracurricular activities. She's doing volleyball ×2, so she's on her school team and then she's on a club team, and she's in orchestra, and she's a straight A student, and so she just has a lot going on. And I can see a difference in her right now because I feel like she's doing a little too much, but I also told her that I don't want her to spread herself too thin. So we will see if she does volleyball next year. She's already saying that she might not, so I think she's seeing that, it's a little difficult. Plus the coaching is a lot different at the schools than at her club. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and work on this mound of clothes here, and then I'm not sure what else I'll get myself into. I do have a late pickup from school today, both Mikey and Iliana, so I have about an extra hour to get things done. So probably work on this, and then I'll probably head into Mikey's room. I need to put a mattress cover over his mattress and wash his bedding. So let's go ahead and work on this mound here. I love Iliana to death, but this is definitely her biggest weakness at this point of her life. But I'm going to give her grace. So she's only 12. She's washing her own clothes every morning. She goes to school and her bed is made. I honestly do not know whose child she is because my husband and I have never been that way throughout our entire relationship or marriage. And so I really do love that she does these things on her own. So her room is pretty tidy every morning. Mikey is a completely different story. He really doesn't believe in making his bed because he says he's going to lay in it again anyways. So I don't know, at this stage in life, I just feel like I need to pick my battles. Bed making is definitely not one of them. I will say though that not feeling the pressure to have to go in and clean up their rooms has been a really big help to me as far as my stress levels go. And so whenever I clean, I never go into their bedrooms. This is what their rooms are looking like after me not going into their rooms for a couple of months now. But don't get me wrong, I will definitely go in there and do a big overhaul, decluttering, reorganization of their bedrooms when I see that it is getting out of hand. And honestly, I don't expect for Mikey and Iliana to know the ropes of decluttering and organizing. Let's be real, I just turned 45 and I am still trying to figure it all out. My entire channel is proof of that, and I am still working at getting it right. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm going to go in and wash her clothes again because I have a feeling there's clean clothes mixed with dirty clothes. I just saw a shirt in there that she wore last night, and I'm like, okay, no, we're not doing this. Plus, there's a lot of dog hair on them because she's been taking them in and out of the bag. So, yeah, I'm just going to go in and clean them up again, take the dog hair off, have them nice and fresh smelling, and then we'll just go from there. So I'm just going to do a quick wash on that clothing. A lot of it is clean, but I don't know if there's a few dirty pieces mixed in there. So we're just going to freshen it all up. While I wait for that to wash, I'm going to go ahead and step into Mikey's room. So let's see what we have going on in here. He doesn't have the sheet on his bed right now. And I've had this here, the mattress pad, waiting for probably over a month now. So I need to get that on. And then while I'm at it, I'll just get all of his bedding washed as well. Something that I've had to teach myself is just to focus on the task at hand. My task today is to get the mattress pads on his bed and get all of his bedding washed. Could I have done more? Sure, absolutely. But that wasn't the task for the day. And so that has kind of helped me just to stay on task with what I am working on in the moment. It's easy to get distracted. I am probably the queen of distraction. I don't know about you, but when I'm distracted and all over the place with whatever it is I'm cleaning, I feel like I don't accomplish that much. So if you see a mess in the background in this video or future videos, that's okay. I see it too, but you now know my thought process. I'm learning to give myself grace and trust that staying focused gets me further than trying to do it all at once. It's been very freeing to have this change in mindset, and let me tell you, it was about time. This was the second one that I put on, and I really liked this one. For one, it's pretty plush. As you can see, it's nice and soft, but I really liked this about it. Do you see that right there? It'll help keep it down, so I love that because that's the problem that we have. They just keep on coming up as they sit on it. So, yeah, I'm out of breath. That mattress is pretty heavy, but yeah, this is the one that I really did like. And we got them at Walmart. Now that everything is out, this is what Mikey's room is looking like, and this is everything that I have to wash. I am not gonna lie, it took me about 2 days to get everything washed. I even got hot. I don't know, I was dressed like it was winter because I guess I'm really manifesting winter and cooler weather, but it was getting a little hot when I was cleaning, and I definitely should have been wearing something different. Also, never mind the top of my washer and dryer, that's for another day. So this all turned out completely different than I envisioned, but I'm just gonna go along with it. I'm gonna go with the flow because that's all that I can do. So it's 2:57, so I have about another hour before I have to go and pick up Iliana from volleyball practice, and then she has club practice at 5 o'clock, so we'll be home for about 45 minutes, and then we have to head to club, and then I'll be sitting in my car for an hour and a half waiting for her, and that's it. My day is over. So I went ahead and put Mikey's sheets into the washer before I put any more of Iliana's clothes in, just because I really do need to get those sheets onto his bed before he gets home, because he is gonna go plop himself on his bed, either take a nap or do whatever it is he does. So I wanted to do that before I finish washing her clothes. I am washing her clothes a little differently. I separated her clothes out when I was folding them. So I had her t-shirts, her pajamas, her pants. So that's the way I'm gonna wash them. It'll just be easier for me to fold and put away. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for ease today. And so yes, it's gonna take me a few more loads to get it done, but I'm okay with that because I honestly do not feel like sorting through clothes again. So I guess while I'm waiting for the clothes to dry and the sheets to wash, I'm gonna go ahead and start dinner. Today we're just gonna have a chicken salad. My husband and I went to Sam's, and I have some of this stuff out laying around the house. We went to Sam's today just to pick up a rotisserie chicken and other things. And so that's what we're gonna eat for lunch. We're gonna try and make dinners very simple during the week for health purposes, for weight loss, for ease. I definitely love cooking in the crock pot, but right now I actually don't have any meat in my freezer. I need to go shopping for that. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but meat prices have gone up dramatically. The last time I was gonna buy ground beef, it was like $10 more than I normally pay, and honestly, I didn't buy it. I just didn't buy it, and I figured I would wait till a sale comes and I'd purchase my ground beef during a sale. So I'm just looking for meats that are affordable right now. I don't need to be breaking the bank for meat. So I don't know if any of you have seen the price changes in your area, but definitely the news is not lying when they say that meat prices have gone up, because they definitely have. So yeah, we're just gonna eat a rotisserie chicken. I think it was like $5 at Sam's, a whole chicken, and I'll shred that up, cut up some lettuce, and that'll be dinner. I was actually munching on these. They're stuffed blue cheese olives. My husband purchased, I have to show you what he got. He bought a ham, but it's not just any ham. You needed charcuterie type items to pair with it. But let me go ahead and show you what he bought. I don't know if any of you have heard of Noel hams, but these hams are made in Spain, and we actually found this at Costco. So it is salted, and that's how it's preserved. They've already started slicing meat off of it, but this is what it looks like. And so you do not refrigerate this. You keep this out on your counter and you just slice meat off of it whenever you want to eat it. Let me get in closer here. And then initially you cut off the fat, and whatever fat you cut off, you use that to cover the meat when you are storing it on the counter. And then of course you put this over it. So that is what my husband bought back there. It is a huge piece of ham. He actually bought two, but I convinced him to take one back because there's no way we're gonna eat all of that. I honestly have been having a hard time eating it just because of the way that it is cured. It just looks a little much to me, and so my brain has put a block on it. I've had a couple of pieces of it, but not as much as my husband and the kids. They love it. They say it's really good. So I will work on it. I will work on getting the taste for it and just unblocking my brain and opening up to trying it out. But it was about $100 in case you're wondering. And so it's something that we bought to enjoy over the holidays. So we'll definitely be taking this to our holiday celebrations, having people over for charcuterie boards, things like that. Because there's no way that we can eat all of that on our own. It is huge. Sam's did not have any romaine lettuce, so I'm going to be using iceberg and mixing in some baby spinach. My husband really likes buying rotisserie chickens from Sam's. Anytime he knows that I'm not able to make dinner or he knows that I'm busy, he will run and buy a rotisserie chicken and dinner is ready. And so I do agree with him. It's a healthier choice compared to going out and buying fast food or takeout. So I do agree with him in that sense. The only thing is that the kids get tired of eating rotisserie chicken. What is your go-to meal on a busy day? Leave your suggestions down below. We can all use them. We are thinking of switching out the nightstands in our bedroom, and if we do, we will give those to Iliana. She can put them together and form a dresser. The drawers are much bigger in our nightstands, and then we will probably get rid of this one, give it to a family member, donate it. We'll see what happens with it, but we want to get some chest of drawers that are taller, so maybe instead of 3 drawers, maybe 4 or even 5. We already started looking, but they have to be the perfect ones before we go all in and make the switch. is a disaster. She is such a disaster. She keeps her room pretty clean, but I think what she does is she just stuffs everything into her hampers, clean or dirty, and she stuffs just things into her closet. So everything that was on the floor was stuffed in her closet, and I just kind of kicked it out until I was able to bring her hamper back in. Her hamper was not in here because she had left it in the laundry room, and so that's why she was just throwing everything in her closet, which I mean there could be worse places for it, like all over her floor. They're not on her floor, they're just thrown in her closet, so I'm the one that made that mess right there. But yeah, I think it's time for me to come in and clean my kids' rooms. So you might see some cleaning videos of me in their rooms, tearing it apart and putting it back together. So what I have left to do is I'm gonna fold her pajamas. I'm gonna go ahead and not wash those because she doesn't wear those to school anyways. Get her socks folded, and then and that'll probably be it in here for the day because we have to go to volleyball. And yeah, once we get home, it's gonna be dinner time and then relax time. So I'm not gonna be able to get much more done. I have his second blanket in the washer now, and then the comforter will be next. And I do wanna wash his pillowcases because they really do need a good washing, and then I'll be done with him for the night. So yeah, this is all I can do today, but it was better than nothing. So whatever else I do, I will just squeeze into the rest of this video. Do your dogs knock on your doors? Because mine do. I have a surprise for you.
You clean my room?
Recording.
Don't show that.
But I want you to smell your clothes.
What? Alright, do they smell bad? Ow! Wow!
Girl, I washed all your clothes again.
It's because, like, I'm so tired right now that I can't, like, react.
Okay, pretties, we are getting close to the end of this video. It's now the next day, and I'm still working on Mikey's blankets. I wanted to put his clean bedding on his bed before he got home from school. That way he can walk into a nice and clean bed, and hopefully that put a nice smile on his face. I didn't catch his reaction when he got home from school. I really hope today's video gave you a little motivation to tackle some areas in your home. Remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Just pick one project or task and focus on that for the day. Little by little, it all comes together. I will see you all in the next one. Hugs.